supplying them with arms and ammunition. He corrected himself and then said just ammunition for quite a while. And the Mujahideen asked us to bring 3 rifles, which we did, but we were caught, apprehended.
Очень надо. Посадили в тюрьму. Где-то мы там 3 месяца были, да, в тюрьме. Говорили, разговаривали. Очень нас били, очень много там в тюрьме. We were for 3 months in a Soviet prison.
Where?
Yeah. In Kunduzia, in the military prison there. And we were beaten quite a lot. One night, when we had the opportunity, we hit the guard over the head with the wooden stool that was in our cell and ran away.
They said they were fired on by 10 Russian guards as they crawled down a hill and into the protection of friendly guerrillas of the National Islamic Front.
Had you been told that, what had you been told in the way of propaganda about this war before you came into Afghanistan?
Yes, they said that they had, many countries were involved in suppressing the Afghan people. They said Americans, Pakistanis, the Chinese, and there are even mercenaries from Britain, Germany and France fighting there.
They said they believed all that for about 2 weeks. What they saw when they got to Afghanistan was something quite different.
18, 20-year-old boys are being killed. What for? For nothing. It's a dirty war, and the Soviet Union is butchering the Afghan nation, and we realized that this was so. They're just acting like fascists, he said.
And so Igor and Nikolai want to find political asylum in the West. They told me they want to come to America.
Is that right? You don't hate Americans, you don't hate America despite the anti-American propaganda?
Вы ненавидите американцев, несмотря на антиамериканские пропаганды в Советском Союзе?
Очень хорошо.
They even laugh. They say, no, we are very well disposed towards America.
But don't you believe what you hear in your own media, on your own television and radio and in your newspapers?
Вы не верите, что вы видите по телевидению, в газетах читаете? Of course. Nikolai says, of course, it's all lies, and Garrick says, of course, there's so much lies in the Soviet Union, no one believes it.
The 2 young Russians believe the Soviets have sent more than 100,000 troops into Afghanistan because they fear that the United States and their Western allies may eventually decide to provide real support for the Afghan resistance by sending them surface-to-air missiles and maybe even aircraft. But they said they believe Russia is afraid of a major conflict and would back away if America took a tough stance. That's why, they said, the Soviets are willing to keep a low-key war going instead of simply wiping out the Muslim resistance. I asked Igor and Nikolai if they have had second thoughts about giving up their country.
No, I have never regretted it. I would only return to a free Russia.
Oh, well, what is a free Russia?
Что свободная Россия? It's a
democracy.
It's a democracy, of course.
Why do you say democracy? What's so great about a democracy?
Почему вы говорите демократия? Что так? Что вы видите в демократии?
Вы не жили при коммунизме, да. Вы не знаете.
You haven't lived under communism. You don't know what it's like.
The Russians told me they had never fired upon their brother Soviets, but they did engage in 4 raids against them. The defectors provided intelligence and surveillance for the Muslim guerrillas. They surrendered to the resistance movement led by this man, Pir Syed Ahmed Gailani. In an interview at his well-guarded guerrilla army headquarters, the Muslim general assessed the long-range chances of the resistance.
The Soviet invasion of Afghanistan is not going to be confined to Afghanistan itself, or it is not going to be their final objective. And the Afghan people are not today fighting for their own territorial integrity and independence. They are also fighting to defend the region and also to defend and reserve the interest of the free world in the area.
The guerrilla general is not naive. He knows it will take more than the ferocious courage of the peasant armies of the resistance to turn back the Soviet war machine. What help does he want from the United States?
I will be asking them to help us politically, to help us economically, and also militarily. Militarily, it does not mean that they should send their own troops to fight for our cause, because we have enough manpower and we are able to defend ourselves, but we would like them to send us weapons and other requirements which are necessary for our war.
The United States has been sending a modest amount of arms to the Afghan freedom fighters, unmarked, funneled through friendly Muslim nations in the Mideast. And there is a bill before Congress calling for more effective U.S. aid for the resistance. But a political solution to the tragedy in Afghanistan may be stalemated.